Hi, my name is Blake Sharp. My TA is Hao Shin, and today I'm going to show you how to undergo a vacuum filtration. But in order to do that, I need to show you the different apparatus. So here we have all of the pieces of apparatus that we'll need for the filtration. We have our Buchner funnel, which splits into two different parts. We have the funnel itself, and the portion where we will put our filter papers, which has a bunch of tiny holes, which will help us in the filtration process.
This is the filter paper.
Next, we have our funnel adapter, which will help create a tight seal on our flask here, and will help aid in the filtration process by just allowing the vacuum to suck the solution through and be able to actually properly filter the activated carbon which we'll be using. Next, we have our vacuum filtration flask, which allows us to connect a tube to a vacuum system, which will help us to pull the solution through and be able to properly isolate a filtrate in our heterogeneous solution. Finally, we have our vacuum tube, which will be hooking up to the vacuum system and to our funnel. So, I'll show you how to put this all together. So first, what we want to do is we want to firmly connect the vacuum tube to our flask, just like this. Make sure it has a nice airtight seal, like so. At which point we will connect it to the vacuum system. Okay, just like that. Make sure it's very firmly in place. It will help to make the process more efficient. Afterwards, we will take our Buchner funnel and our adapter, place the adapter on the funnel, and insert the funnel into the flask, like so. Next, what we want to do is we want to take two filter papers, we'll line them up, and we want to place them inside the Buchner funnel without turning on the vacuum yet. It's very important, because what we want to do is we want to take a little bit of deionized water, and we're going to wet the filter paper, like so, which will help the filter paper stick to the Buchner funnel, and it will help keep any of the activated charcoal from slipping through the filter paper and getting into the solution below. Next, after we've wetted the filter paper, we're going to very gently turn on the vacuum, and we can see the water starting to come through and being pulled through. I'll show it again, a little bit of wetting, and the water gets pulled through by the vacuum. So once we have that going, what we want to do is we want to agitate our activated charcoal solution, just to make sure everything's up and moving.
We're going to place the tube,
and we will begin pouring the solution into the Buchner funnel.
And then,
very slowly,
connect the vacuum
waiting for the charcoal to, or waiting for the water to be pulled through before adding more. Now, as you can see right now, if you look over into the Buchner funnel, you can see that the water is being pulled through, but the activated carbon is being held inside the Buchner funnel by the filter paper. So as we continue to add more of this solution here, we'll just agitate it a little bit more to make sure we get it all.
As you can see, the filter paper is now sticking to the inside of the Buchner funnel, and the water is being sucked into the flask from the vacuum.
So all of our solution is exited into the Buchner funnel, which we will wait for it to fully finish pulling through. And since we have a little bit of residue left in our funnel, we'll use a little bit more deionized water in order to wash it out and make sure that we have everything. But as you can see here in the solution that is being filtered, what was previously a black solution of activated charcoal and water is now being separated into its two component parts. The water is being pulled through the Buchner funnel into the flask through the filtration paper, while the activated carbon is staying on top, as you can see up on top of the funnel. Since it's almost done, we'll just have a little bit more, but we'll wash out the rest of the carbon. But this demonstrates the basic technique of how to perform a simple vacuum filtration. Afterwards, once all of the carbon has been removed, what we will do is we will turn off the vacuum before removing the vacuum tube while firmly grasping the flask itself in order to prevent anything from moving around. After that, we'll take a paper towel or two. We'll remove our Buchner funnel and our adapter from the flask, and we will place our Buchner funnel on the paper towels to dry. And this is how you perform a vacuum filtration using a vacuum system, a vacuum tube, a filtration flask, and a Buchner funnel. Alright, all good.